Merry meet and welcome everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah, this is the Ogham reading and the Rune reading together. And there's a picture of the Ogham. It's right here. It's what it looks like. So, I decided to do this because I have been working with both of these divination methods, and they're and maybe it's because I've worked with the cards longer. I've worked with runes since, well, for almost 20 years, and the Ogham is something that I have begun about a couple years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And to me, it's more of a spiritual journey, and it's more, it connects me a lot with ancestor energy. So I'm going to go ahead and go on with the reading here. We have a very interesting reading indeed. We have the Ogham, more the sea, and there it is. It's right there, that symbol. And we have Fehu in the runes. I'll get to that rune in a minute. I'm going to talk about this card, this Ogham, more the sea. Now, this is obviously connected to water. Its keywords, this is about a journey. And this connects us to our maternal lineage, our ancestors. And this is about the ocean, water, mother. It's about that female lineage and emotional healing. But now this is also connecting us to our ancestors, into that homeland where our ancestors came from. So these deities would be Manannan, the mother deities, the mother goddess, the moon goddess. So again, it's more of that healing, nurturing energy here. Now, this card does mean a journey or to travel, and it could really go into all of us being so closed up into our homes for so long. We're ready to get out and to go on some adventures ourselves. We're ready to go see some places that we haven't been before and go do a little bit of discovering for ourselves. And this could also take us to, again, tracing our mother's lineage and going back and visiting where our ancestors come from. We may be planning a trip to connect with our ancestors, with our ancestral homeland. This is also spiritual meanings. So this could be one of spiritual healing, spiritual growth. And, this card really connects us to the planet. It connects us to Mother Earth. So we could be called in to tend to the earth better, to take care of our land better, to encourage others to take care of land better, maybe start an organization that can help care for the land around you. And in the water is about healing, but it also goes into our emotions. This could also be, for some of you, about healing emotionally, healing spiritually. And this card is really pulling to me of having to heal some ancestral wounds that you may have, something that has been carried on through your family, something hereditary like addiction, like alcoholism, maybe emotional problems. So this card is definitely about, starting that adventure, going on that. Now, I'm going to talk about the rune for just a second, and then I'm going to place these two together to give a more clear reading of how these two energies work together. Now, Fehu, of course, is a rune. It's Freya's rune. It's connected to the goddess Freya. Some will say Frigg. Sorry, Frigga. Excuse me there. This is the first rune of the first ayat, and its classical meaning is basically cattle, and that means wealth. This is also where they believe the word fee comes from as well, fee to pay. And during our ancient ancestors' time, cattle was wealth. That is how, that was how they lived. That's how they survived. This was movable wealth too. So they could move it around with them. And as long as they had good cattle, they could feed themselves, their family, and the tribe they're in. And the status of a chieftain was usually measured by the number of cattle he owned. Now that's some very interesting information there, because yes, it meant wealth. Now, the connection to Freya is this rune is connected to the Vanir deities. And in Norse, the god of the sea is Njord, and Njord is Freya's father. Njord is directly related to wealth. So he is the one that, you would connect with if you were trying to, have some financial, if you're having financial difficulties, he is one that you would connect with. And we know the goddess Freya was connected to love and war, but she was also connected to fertility. And many of us know the story of Freya. She wore the necklace, the Brisingamen, and with this symbol, it was this necklace was made of gold or amber. Different traditions tell us differently. I have been always read that it was amber. So, but to gain this necklace, Freya had to sleep with the 4 dwarfs. But those 4 dwarfs, they represented something. They represented the elements, the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. And this is about working in balance. It's about keeping that balance within us. Now, Freya is also creative, so we have that creative energy there, fertility. So let's combine these and put these together for the message of this reading. Here we're being guided that it's time for us to really take a deeper look at ourselves, a deeper look at where we are. We need to really go on a soul journey and connect to ourselves again. If any of you are having issues with your mother, it's a good time to fix those issues. And this is about a journey that we are going on to spiritually and emotionally heal ourselves from all that has been going on around us. We are called upon by Freya to pick up where we are and to learn how to create from where we are. Sometimes if we connect to where we came from, it allows us to understand who we are in our life. It helps us make sense of certain things. And this is also saying that you need to come back to you. You need to remember where you came from. You need to remember who you are. You need to remember the true value of things. This is really connecting to family, so I'm really feeling a lot of a healing that needs to be taken place in family, and how we are. Something is something that we need to deal with that kind of is left on the back burner, but things that we need to work out and we need to heal. This is a journey of the divine feminine here, and this is one that really has us to look at feminine energies in a different way, as well as looking within ourselves and finding our passion for creating. It's time for us to get back to the heart of things, to the soul of things, to heal and to move on, to be better, to be brighter, to live balanced lives, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our emotions, and not forgetting that each and every one of us has a unique expression, and we are here to express it. Thank you all very much for listening to this reading and watching. I do appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe. I will put down how to get in touch with me in the description box. And the deck that I'm using here is the Celtic Tree Oracle, and I'll put that down there as well. And the runes are ones that I made. It was my first attempt at wood burning. So I'm wishing you all a blessed day and week. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.